What's going on, my peoples? 𝐔𝐿 Supreme in the building once again. Back with another video from OK Beats. And in this video, I'm going to explain to you what my vocal processing chain is. And we're going to go over the gear that I use to process my vocals. We're going to go over the microphone that I use, preamp. We're going to go over the compressor and the EQ that I use, all analog equipment. Take you through exactly where I purchased it and everything, and then you can go to the bottom of the description, scroll all the way down, and you'll find some links where you can find all of this stuff, and you might be able to get a better deal. We're going to use the Sweetwater website, which is an online audio store. They pretty much sell everything that you can think of when it comes to audio. Yeah, they're awesome. Sweetwater is awesome. Like I said, sometimes they run out of stock. Affiliate links at the bottom of the description, my people, for all of the gear, audio and video that I use to create this content. If you want quality custom beats, go to okbeats.com. That's okaybeatz.com. You can also use our mixing and mastering services, and you can even book studio time here at OK Beats Studio with myself as your engineer. Let's get right into it, my peoples. So first things first, we're gonna go into sweetwater.com. I was actually searching this gear. That's why it's readily available on my screen. So the Neumann U47FET. This is my go-to microphone right here for my personal vocals. That's the one that you guys are actually seeing right here in front of me. It has excellent frequency response. I absolutely love it. It's from Neumann. Anything from Neumann I absolutely love, because they are a company that is deeply rooted in quality. They're a German company, and as you can expect, most of their manufacturing is going to be handmade of tip-top quality. As you can see, the price of it, it's a little steep, so I ended up paying like $5 grand for mine. I bought mine actually before the pandemic. Mine was, my wife bought it for me for Christmas. I think it was like 2015. Yeah, I've had my U47FET for a while, people. It's about $1,000 cheaper now. However, there's only one left in stock, as you can see. So, unless you want to get it used, you might want to just check out that affiliate link at the bottom of my description. How awesome it looks. Very nice piece of equipment there. Gotta love it. Comes with that collector's edition box right there. That box, that wooden box. It's awesome. So yeah, the next thing we're gonna look at is the 𝐔𝐸 1073 SPX by AMS 𝐔𝐸. This is my preamp. As you can see, it's a little steep as well, but very worth it. This one's actually a little bit more expensive than when I purchased it 2 years ago, I want to say. I paid about $1,600 for mine. Very beautiful piece of gear as well. This is a preamp, and it's basically the next step of the vocal chain after the microphone. Some electric circuits inside here. Here are the connections. You have the ins and out. You got an EQ on there. You got the mic level. You got some filters. You got an output. Very, very awesome. Got the EQ in, EQ out. You also get to choose the source of the mic source, whether it's going to be in the front or the back. This is the side right here. Here's a 360 view of it. Yeah. Freaking awesome. So yeah, this right here is going to give your vocal that commercial rasp that you look for in a vocal. These things are very different in sound, but you got to know what you're looking for when you shop for these things. At the bottom of this description, you will find the link to this awesome piece of equipment. So the next thing that we're going to check out is the compressor. And the compressor that I'm using right now is the Blackline Bluey. Yeah, well, I bought mine when it first came out. This is an emulation of the Bluey 1076 by UA, which is like a $4,000 compressor. I paid about, if I'm not mistaken, I paid about $600, and now it's about $1,000. Very beautiful piece of equipment. I feel like the compression focuses like the brightness. It's a little bit brighter than the Blackie, because I also own the Blackie, but this is the one that I use currently. The Blackie is from Warm Audio, and that one focuses more on the warmer frequencies. It's more for a darker source, and this one's going to be for a brighter source. Here's the back of it. Power, input, output, and stereo link. I think that's very cool that it has the stereo link right there. No RCA. All you have to do is connect two of them together and you'll have a stereo pair. You just have to use the top one, and the top one is going to control both signals, the left and the right, which is really cool. The knobs are beautiful. They have stepped attenuations. Leave a setting and, you know, just rock out with that setting without worrying about easily messing up the adjustments and the parameters. So yeah, this compression right here is just, it's awesome on percussion. It's awesome on vocals. It's awesome on synthesizers, those brighter instruments and brighter frequencies. So the next thing that I use on my vocal processing chain is the Mag EQ. The 500 series one. I have two of these. I also have a stereo pair of these, which is awesome for mastering. Yeah, this is 6 bands. And it is such a beautiful piece of equipment. I'm so in love with this EQ. Once again, the link for this equipment is all at the very bottom of the description. Just scroll all the way down and you will bump into the link. This is gonna go on your 500 series lunchbox. I have a 8-channel API lunchbox that I bought from Sweetwater. I got it filled up with different pieces of gear, but we'll go into that on a different video. Right now, we're just focusing on the signal path of my vocal when I make a recording or when a client records in my studio. So yeah, the Mag EQ, guys. So the next thing that my vocal goes through is my interface, and my interface is an Apollo 8. So we'll check that out real quick. They have a whole bunch of different types now, but the one that I have is just not necessarily the Ultimate Edition, but I think mine got discontinued a couple years ago. I got the first Apollo 8 blackface, not the silverface one. Mine uses Thunderbolt 2 for my mat. Yeah, I think it's discontinued, but this is the newer version, UA Apollo 8. This is the Ultimate Edition. I don't have the Ultimate Edition. I just have the older 2014, I believe, edition. I think you're gonna have a different connector at 3500. I paid about 1500 for mine back in like 2014, 2015 when it first came out. Go into the information down here. This is one of the things I like about Sweetwater website is when you go on there, they got a lot of information about whatever piece of gear it is that you're trying to buy. So go in here and type it up in the search and get some answers. But yeah, for some reason this one's not showing me like a 360 view of it. So they have smaller Apollos as well. They have the desk sized ones, which is this one. Gonna be your Apollo Duo, your twin duo. I also have one of those for traveling purposes. I have to leave the country to record and whatnot. Apollo twin. But the next thing I have, you can use whatever computer you want after this. I mean, you can use any piece of gear that you want in lieu of everything that I just showed you. But like I use a Mac, so you know, you can use PC. You might have to get a different interface that is compatible with your PC and whatnot, but for the most part you can use any computer with all of that gear that I just showed you. One of the more important things that you need to connect all that gear to your interface is a patch bay. We're gonna go ahead back into this computer display, and I'm gonna go into Samsung. I don't even know if they still sell these, but the Samsung patch bay. These are classic. When I bought them in the store, they were like $100 a piece. Now they're 150. So these have 48 patch points, which is awesome. Gets the job done. I have 3 of them in line, and I have a lot of gear, so I get all my gear connected through these patch bays. And this is what it looks like, guys. So it's rack mountable. So you mount it in your rack, and you make the inputs and the outputs connections. Usually the outputs go on the top, the inputs go on the bottom. It doesn't really matter, it's whatever you make it, but that's just the rule of thumb for us engineers. This right here routes all of our equipment. So my signal flow begins at this microphone, out of the microphone into the 𝐤𝐸 preamp, out of the 𝐤𝐸 preamp and into my mag EQ, out of my mag EQ and into my Bluey compressor, out of the compressor and into my interface, out of the interface and into my computer, Pro Tools, FL Studio, Ableton, Logic, any DAW that you have in your computer, out of the DAW and the computer and back into the interface, and then out of the interface into the speakers, whatever speakers you have. I have Focal speakers, I have Atom monitors, I have 𝐾 monitors, I have a whole bunch of monitors. I have a stereo monitor controller that allows me to control which monitor I want to listen to. That's a summing amp, DBox. I might as well show you that too. Dangerous DBox. DBox Plus, actually. There it is. Oh, look at that. When I bought it, I paid like $2,000 for it. I bought mine in like 2018. Right now it's going for about $22.50. So that's not bad, is what that looks like. It's very, very beautiful piece of equipment as well. So powerful. It has so many capabilities. This is summing for 8 channels here, and you can use 3 different pairs of speakers just to this piece of equipment right here, which is incredible. 3 stereo monitor selection, and the selectors are right in the front right here. You can see it, 1, 2, and 3/sub. So if you wanna add a sub to that 3rd slot there, then you can. And then it has that little mono button there, so you can turn that signal mono, 19-inch rack unit. But it is just absolutely wonderful to have. It's Bluetooth compatible as well. It has an extremely strong Bluetooth signal. Connects so many sources to this. It has a USB source to it too that you can just separately connect another laptop to besides your main computer system. You can monitor it in analog. You can monitor it with the summing. You can monitor it without the summing. And then you have the control room and headphones, and then you have the artist headphones that you can control the source for, which is just nuts because you can have 2 different sources playing at the same exact time, and this is a very powerful piece of gear, so I recommend it. But anyways, the gist of my entire video, I just kind of wanted to share with you the gear that I use on my everyday operation when I record vocals. So that is my processing chain right there. Go to okbeats.com on your leisure and check out our selection of beats. We have sound kits. We also have services like mixing, mastering, and graphic art design. We also make videos. We edit videos. We also serve studio time, so you're more than welcome to book our studio here in New York. Please check my music out, Kevin King Supreme, on every streaming platform that exists, guys. I'm talking about TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, YouTube. Check our music out, Kevin King Supreme. We have plenty of other artists. You guys can check out those other artists on our YouTube, explore our playlists. We have a plethora of different type of music, Latin and English. I hope you guys got some gems. I hope you guys are interested enough in music that you go down to my affiliate links at the very bottom of this description. See if you can start your journey. If you have any questions, comments, concerns whatsoever, please share them with me on the comment section, and I will respond to you as soon as I possibly can. With that said, peace.